Hello, beautiful collective. Oh my God. So I was sitting with this message and the excitement that I felt, like my eyes started watering because I felt so much excitement, and I was like, okay, I gotta come out of meditation because I don't want to mess up my makeup. Oh shoot, okay. I'm so excited to give this message to you. Oh my God. Okay. Your gifts are expanding. I'm getting chills all over my body. Like, this energy is so powerful. So powerful. You are so powerful. I don't think you understand the depth of your gifts. I don't think you truly understand. And it's because, well, actually, you could understand to a certain extent, but like, you're expanding those gifts beyond how you use them or what you've known them to be. And I'm seeing the Three of Wands in my mind's eye. Your gifts are heightening and your gifts are expanding. For a lot of you guys, you are psychic, you are intuitive. For some of you guys, you could be a medium. There's also a collective, or actually, this could all coincide. You could be psychic, intuitive, and a medium, but there's also something significant about your voice. So you could be, hold on, you are allowed to take breaks from your work. That just came up as a notification. Okay, so you could also be being guided to be very strategic with your energy and how you use these gifts as well. There could also be something about you raising your prices. So you could have been, let's say for instance, one of you guys has a spiritual business. You could have been charging at the same price, and now you're being guided to raise those prices. Or you're being guided to restructure your business in some way, change what you offer to fit your needs more. That's coming through. I'm hearing siphoning your energy. There could have been something here about you overdoing it, which is why that notification came through. You could have been using too much of your energy, especially if you're a psychic and you're a channel. You could have realized that you were overextending your energy in some way, and you're being guided to shift how you use your gifts and how often you're using them and in what container that you're using them. There's also something significant with the throat. And so I'm seeing visions of people doing TED Talks. I'm seeing YouTube videos. So when you could be guided to start talking, or I'm seeing someone with a mic. So podcast, you could be guided to share your voice through a podcast. There's something here about sharing your voice though, sharing your knowledge. I'm seeing the Hermit card. There's something here about you having knowledge to share as well. You're taking your gifts to the next level. For some of you guys, you may not be established in your gifts just yet. For others of you guys, you could be established and you're just expanding in some way. There's something here about the Akashic records as well. I'm seeing my Akashic records card that's in this deck. And so there's something about your gifts coming online in a new way. In what way though? I'm really just hearing they're strengthening, they're solidifying. They could become more noticeable to you in some ways. They just showed me a vision of someone like walking in a grocery store. Confirmation burp. Of someone walking in a grocery store, and there's someone in front of them and they get a download or an intuitive hit about that person. Like that person is going through something, or they feel guided to like ask that person a question. It's like your intuition is heightening in some way, and you're going to be guided to maybe do things that don't make sense, or you're going to be given information. And this isn't a negative thing, like this isn't you like prying in other people's business or anything, but I am picking up on telepathy of some kind. Like, you could easily pick up on other people's thoughts as they relate to you. They want me to be very specific about that. So someone could be thinking a thought about you, and like your body, okay, this actually happens to me a lot. Like you registered what they're thinking about you through their body language and their energy and like how they speak to you. It's like you're very, very tapped in. Like I don't know how to explain this in any other way. Like I'm seeing they're showing me a third eye, like being super, super open. They're showing me a picture of or they're showing me a cover that I have on one of those books over there, and it's a spiritual book, and it's like a person with their eyes closed and their third eye's like wide open. Like you're tapped in, okay? Tapped in, okay? There's also something about Love Island coming through. That actually came through on my readings on TikTok, or in my readings on TikTok. Something about Love Island. Someone here could be wanting to go on Love Island. If you feel guided to apply, this could be your confirmation to apply. There's also something here about you being seen in your gifts in a new way. For some of you guys, you could aspire to be on TV, be an actress or an actor, or be on reality TV. And maybe that's why Love Island is coming through. There's something here about you being seen in your gifts. You could actually be someone that shies away from sharing yourself in certain ways. And they're showing me someone putting a key into a door and like unlocking it. I'm hearing unlocking a new gift. There could be a gift that you have that you didn't even know you had, and it's just now registering to you, or it's about to register to you. It's about to come up in some way. Someone could actually point this gift out to you. They're bringing up the fact that Angus Cloud from Euphoria, the man that passed away, rest in peace to Angus, but the fact that he got discovered on the street, like he wasn't trying to be an actor, but someone came up to him and thought he would be perfect for the role, and he got recruited, and it changed his life. That's the energy that I'm getting. Someone could point out a gift to you, or you could get discovered. Modeling is coming through. Someone here could want to model. I'm literally seeing someone like posing and like giving angles, and they're bringing up the fact that this person has never modeled before. It's like it's like you're gonna be thrown into a space, safely of course, use your discernment with this, but you're gonna be thrown into a space, or like they're showing me someone they're showing me God's hands like picking you up, and I'm seeing the Ace of Cups picking you up and like putting you somewhere, and you just, everything that was within you comes out of you in this new way. And you're like, where the hell did this come from? Where do these skills come from? And they're saying there's gifts within you that have always been there, but they've been dormant because you haven't had the right environments or the right people to kind of pull those gifts out of you. And I'm hearing it was actually supposed to be that way. Ooh, I love this message, y'all. I cannot contain my excitement. There's something so big about this. Like, I can't explain the feeling that I'm having. There's something so big about this. Like, I'm getting that someone could really discover you and like change the trajectory of your life. If that happens, I want you to tell me, like, please let me know. Shit, what was I saying? I lost the channel. Fuck. Bear with me. This is what happens when I get too excited. Oh, okay. You're a hidden gem. These gifts were dormant, and you were put in an environment that couldn't pull these gifts out of you, or surrounded by people that couldn't really see these gifts because you were meant to stay hidden or veiled until it was time. I'm hearing you're a walking illusion. People can make, I'm making a video, what is it? Oh, thanks. I don't even think that's mine. Shoot, I lost the channel again. Okay, what was I saying? What was I saying? Why? Having ADHD is so, it'll come back. Oh, you slow down, Quay. Slow down. You are walking. You are a walking illusion. So people could make assumptions about you or think you are a certain way. I even just heard like not amount to anything. You could have had teachers or like people in your life that thought you were going to stay a certain version of yourself, or that you couldn't achieve certain things, people that projected onto you. And what they didn't realize, actually, you could have had people like sense that there was something in you, and that's why they were doing that. They could have sensed your capability, had an inkling about you, because you know we are very intuitive. Some of us are just more aware and tapped into that intuition, but what they didn't know is that there was so much about you that was left, that was still needing to be discovered. So much about you that hadn't had the chance to be seen and to be conjured. Like, I'm literally seeing an image of you, like of someone standing, and this person is you, is what they're saying, and someone coming up to you and like pulling like an energy out of you. And I'm hearing this is dormant energy. It's giving like someone walks into a audition, and the person vetting them or judging them immediately knows. It's like, okay, so they're giving me this image of someone going into an audition, and there's 3 judges, and one person, I'm seeing like someone on the end. This can very much have happened to you or is going to happen to you, but there's a person on the end, and this person is like watching you in like awe. They're like, how have you not been discovered? Like, how is this? And they're specifically saying this is your first audition. Like, these gifts are so strong, but because you've been in the wrong environment and surrounded by the wrong people, they haven't had the chance to come out. Family members could have even did things or said things to you to suppress these gifts that you have. Or they didn't know they existed because they weren't perceptive enough to be able to see these gifts within you and to be able to push you towards them. But so back to the image. So this person sees you and they're like, oh my God. And the people next to them, it's like they don't necessarily see what this other person sees, but because this person is perceptive and can like, I'm getting that this person that's observing you in this way is more intuitive than the other people. And so like they can see, oh my gosh, like this person would be perfect in this role. Like I can see it clear as day in my mind's eye because they're tapped in, right? They're registering what's coming up in their mind and how they're feeling and how they're perceiving you. And they're like, how has this person not been discovered? Well, wow. Okay. I'm hearing you are new to this, but you aren't new to this. These gifts could have been gifts that you developed in your past lives, and they're telling me to tell you to look at your South Node placement and kind of see how those gifts have manifested for you. But now is the time that you're using those gifts to move towards your North Node. It's, oh my gosh, it's like they're saying your North Node. And for those of you who don't know, your North Node is, I feel like you guys are probably very spiritual when you know something about astrology, but your North Node is your destiny. It's what you're meant to grow into in this lifetime. It's the gifts that you're meant to develop. And it's like your South Node, you're meant to use your South Node gifts, which are the gifts that are more evident to you, to help you and assist you in your 4th node. Oh, I said 4th node. That's, what the heck? That's my, your North Node could be in the fourth house. That's where mine is. But you're meant to use those gifts to kind of balance out and shift you into your North Node. And that's what's happening. There's something about, I'm seeing the Temperance card in tarot. There's something about a congruence that's happening here, or an equaling out, a balancing happening between your South Node and your North Node. And they're saying that your North Node is like your dormant gifts, and they're being activated at this time or being developed. They're showing me like a chart. Wow. Okay, so you know in school how we had those charts where it's like you have something in the middle and you have all these lines pointing out to like other circles like around. They're saying your North Node is in the middle and your South Node gifts are like circling that North Node. And it's like each of these gifts are like pouring into your North Node. and being activated. Like, you're being activated at this time. Someone here could be going through their Saturn return. That could be significant. There's something significant about 8th house placements as well. And they're bringing it to my attention the fact that sometimes 8th house placements, whatever is there, we suppress. Okay, I'm going to use me for an example. So I have my Libra and Venus in the 8th house, right? And so Venus is what makes you the most magnetic, right? That's actually how we're supposed to dress, is what astrologers say, but it's what makes you most magnetic. And it's also a way that you can make money. That's also like your hidden power, right? Or the 8th house is your hidden power. Venus is how you can make money. It's what makes you magnetic, and it's also the planet of love, so how you experience love, right? So for me, since my Venus is in the 8th house, one way I'm able to make money is through helping people through like shadow work and talking about, you know, more taboo topics, and just really diving into the shadow world, the shadow realm, and presenting that in a more balanced and aesthetic way. So that's just an example of kind of the realm of like the 8th house. So your 8th house placement could be significant, and also your Venus placement, how you can make money. That can also point to your gifts, your Venus placement. Like for me, it's in Libra, and so I'm very good with aesthetics and making things very balanced. Okay, so they're also bringing to my attention the 12th house. That could be a part of yourself that is unseen as well. I really feel like if I'm talking about astrology in this reading, that you guys are well versed in astrology. But yeah, looking at your 12th house can signify something that may not be as known to you because it's hidden, but that placement could be significant. For some reason, confirmation burp, I'm seeing Mars in the 12th house. You could have your Mars placement in the 12th house. This is confirmation for you. 10th house as well, or something so significant about your astrology. Your chart could be being activated in a way that it hasn't before. You could be going through some very significant transits that are activating you and activating your gifts at this time. 1st house placements too. I'm seeing that movie with Lindsay Lohan. It's an older movie, and it's the movie where they're twins. She plays a twin, or she plays twins, and they were separated, and then they come together in the movie. That movie could be significant. I need to get a sip of my coffee. Oh, y'all saw my red. At least I'm real. At least I'm real. It's kind of watered down now. I just saw 1818. 18 could be significant. Something significant could have happened at age 18th. I said age 18th. Age 18, you could be born on the 18th. I was born on the 18th. You could be a life path 9 as well. 9s could be significant. You could be seeing 9s right now. 919, 909. Something just came through and then I lost it. Star Wars is also coming through. I'm hearing the song A Whole New World. Aladdin could be significant. I'm also hearing it's time to put the puzzle pieces together. There's something about your gifts helping you to see the full picture of your journey and like why things happen in a certain way. You're going to be able to see why you had to go through certain things or why your life was set up in a certain way, because all of that is going to lead you, or has led you, to where you are now. And now you're being guided more deeply into embodying your gifts. I'm seeing TED Talks. I don't know if I said that earlier, but I'm seeing TED Talks as well. Someone speaking on stage, speaking publicly. Something about chemistry is coming through as well. Biochem. School could be significant. Someone here could be guided to take a course and strengthen their knowledge when it comes to their gifts. Tarzan is also coming through. I'm hearing this is not new for you. You just haven't done it in this lifetime yet, is what they're telling me. There's something about natural flow, like there's something that comes very easily to you, and you may not know that it does. I'm seeing someone cooking, someone making cooking videos. I'm also hearing something about you getting the last laugh. So people could have, if people did recognize certain gifts within you, they could have laughed at you or told you that you weren't going to make it. I'm hearing something about music, or actually I'm seeing music. Sometimes I get like my clairaudience and my is it voyance or cognizance? My inner vision mixed up. But yeah, I'm seeing music, I'm seeing a band, I'm seeing someone playing drums. So someone could have tried to put themselves out there, could have tried to put yourself out there, and it didn't go the way you wanted it to. People could have mocked you or laughed at you. But I'm hearing that you were in the beginning stages, and that was only a portion of what you're meant to do in this lifetime. I'm seeing someone performing in a bar. I'm seeing like a band performing in a bar. Someone here could be in a band or want to be in a band. TikTok is significant too. You could be posting more on TikTok, sharing yourself more, sharing your lifestyle. For a lot of you guys here, you're meant to share your creativity in whatever way that is. People could also come to you to seek guidance as well. That could be one of your gifts, is being able to guide other people, being perceptive, being able to see into other people deeply. You could be a projector. You could also be a reflector in human design. You reflect other people back to themselves, and through your reflection, they're able to make adjustments and see things more clearly. I'm hearing that you amplify whatever you're around. That could be a gift for you. So if you're very, charismatic and uplifting and optimistic, if you go to, or if you work at a certain place, you bring that energy into the environment. And that's a gift within itself. Your strength has really been tested. You could have really had to make some adjustments in your life, pull your energy back from certain people so that you could come back into yourself, so that you could rediscover your gifts as well. I'm also getting there are lots of changes happening within the material realm when it comes to orchestrating your gifts. So when you're going to be launching a business, and like I said earlier, sharing yourself more, putting yourself out there, there's something about you being validated in your gifts. Like, it's time for you to be validated in who you are and what you bring to the table and celebrated, because you haven't had that. You haven't had people look you in the eye and tell you, oh my God, you're amazing at that. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you for doing that. you're so good at that. I really want you to come and help me with this. You haven't had people truly see you in that way, and now it's time for you to get that recognition. It's time for you to be seen in that way. Love Island is coming through again. Something about Love Island. They're bringing up Huda and how she got so much shit for not being, you know, a perfect person and being someone who has trauma. And of course, there's balance here, right? Or there needs to be balance. She has to take accountability for the way that she did show up. But a lot of people were telling her that she wasn't, they were bullying her and making her out to be like an evil person when she really was just in a very harsh setting, really. And you could have been someone who has only been remembered by their worst moments, or weren't given compassion through those moments. I'm saying the Justice card. And so you finally stepping into visibility, using your gifts, using your voice, shining your light is part of your karmic justice. And you're going to be standing up for yourself in a new way through showing up for yourself, through sharing your gifts. This is you standing up for yourself. This is you reclaiming yourself. You're reclaiming your gifts. And they're actually referencing the video that I just did about soul fragments. It's like you're reclaiming those aspects of yourself and then showing up as more whole because you've integrated those lost parts of yourself. I'm also hearing the term, I'm an extension of you. So you could just recognize that, actually, hold on. You're someone that helps people recognize their own light. That's also another gift. You're someone that helps people recognize their own light and come into their gifts by sharing yourself and sharing your gifts. You help people to know or to see that it is possible for them. And that's part of what you're meant to do in this lifetime, is to help people recognize themselves through recognizing yourself. Okay. That is your message. I actually really loved this message today. And I love how I was so excited at the beginning and now I'm grounded. It's like we went from being super excited and pulling everything in to coming to the end of being very grounded in our truth and in our gifts. So I'm really excited for you and I love you and I hope this resonated.